It should be fixed now, but I don't know why I tried to stream to YouTube and I said Twitter, but you know what I'm saying, I ain't tripping, cause I know like most of my folks over there, right? And then it's like, you know, people be lazy. I feel them though. I 100% get it. So I ain't really mad at it, but look, we finna just stay with the YouTube stuff. Just keep it simple, cause I don't know what that stuff doing. But we got lots to talk about today. And the game's finna go on too, but that's really none of our business at the moment. So let me see here. I'm almost done setting it up. We'll be ready in just like, give me like one more minute, because I'm trying to set up the chat. And I know sometimes chat don't be acting right, because I got the control panel up. Okay, there we go. Control panel is up. Now we got to get the chat up here on my iPad. Here we go. And then we're gonna be ready. We're gonna be straight. Oh man, I'm so glad, bruh. I'm so glad what I just saw earlier, bro. Matt Ryan is coming back, y'all. Matter of fact, I'ma just put it on that real quick, cause you know what I'm saying. We just gonna change the scenes, cause that's exactly what we're doing, right? There we go. So, but Matt Ryan is really coming back. I never thought he would actually, like, you know what I'm saying, show up, and he is, and I'm so happy that he is, bro. I really can't believe it. He is saving us. He's saving us. He really is. There we go. There go the chat, y'all. Who we watching today? Don't really know yet. We should move Troy to fullback when he gets healthy. That's my head ass idea of the day. It's not a crazy one, because Troy played pretty much everywhere in college. He played quarterback, I think. He played what? He really did play fullback, I think. Well, look, we ready, bro. Let me go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, I got a brand new toy for Christmas. It's called a Stream Deck, y'all. So look, I could do all of this. I could do all of that, bro. And I got it all set up. So I'm glad I did that. But anyways, let me go back to this one, because I'm switching stuff around. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. So we're going to talk about all of that. And I got them in like a big little notes thing. So we're going to look at it. So here we go. So this is what it is right here. I just got like a whole bunch of stuff on the side. I really don't use my notes app like that. It's just like, it just be there, okay? But this is what we finna talk about. We finna talk about all of this, okay? And yeah. So let's get it. So the first one I want to talk about, y'all. This tweet right here. I'm not logged in on here. But it's fine. But look, y'all, it says that Matt Ryan, he's had conversations with this front office, and he's thinking about rejoining. And Sleeper said it was going to be a high-profile job. So I'm thinking like, oh, it even says it here, it would be a significant role in the front office. Like, y'all, I don't know what's going to happen right there. Like, would it be like president of I guess VP of football operations or something like that? I don't know, but like, look at that. We had to correct him, bro. MVP and All Pro, talking about some Pro Bowl quarterback. Get out of here with that, man. He was way more than that. So what could that be, y'all? If my first thought was GM, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shoot, he finna come back and have a big role. And I thought GM, because I'm like, they might get rid of Terry. And that's what it feels like, right? Because remember, they had the people come in, do like a little health check of the organization, all of that. And then it's just like, wait a minute. Like, after that happened, then they start talking to Matt Ryan about something. Like, I don't know, man. Let me see something real quick, though. Let me see something. Make sure I'm not tripping. Okay, my stream is fine. I thought my stuff was like lagging or something, but it's not. Okay. But yeah, bro, that's the main thing I want to highlight. It's crazy, man. Because I know I made jokes about him coming back and playing football for us because we saw Phillip Rivers do it. But like, to say people close to Matt, like, who would that be? His agent, people like he's cool with on CBS, or is he on Fox? He's on one of those. They say he's seriously considering this moves and talks are ongoing. Now, I doubt anything will come up now. I say the earliest we probably get something that's in the off season, like right after week 18. But like, if we get something early, y'all, oh my god, bro. He said he caught a rare live. I'm gonna start going live more, bro. I got me a little stream deck, so you know everything is more streamlined for me. I ain't gotta do this, that, and the third. So yeah, man, just give Matty Ice Rich McKay's job. If we do that, we'll be fine. Cause I was never really hip to who Rich McKay was until we hired Raheem Morris. Okay, I'm gonna be so 100. Like, granted, apparently he's been around for forever. Okay, and I didn't know that he was pulling the strings on like a lot of stuff. So I'm like, who is this Rich McKay people keep talking about? And then I'm like, oh, this is him, so he's the one behind everything. And I'm like, okay, I guess he is behind everything, right? But if he truly is, then cool. But also, y'all, matter of fact, I gotta show y'all this. So y'all see the jersey, right? Y'all see the jersey. If you follow me on Twitter, y'all know what I'm talking about. But look, you know, I want Matty to be our OC. Hey, but y'all see the jersey we brought out, right? I gotta let my seat up a little bit. Y'all see the Matt Ryan jersey? You think it's Matt Ryan, but it's not. It's Matty Ice. You turn around and it says Matty Ice, bro. Come on, man. I had to wear the jersey for the stream. Let me let the seat back down though. But yeah, I had to wear this jersey for the stream, man, 100%. So I'm really happy this is happening. So yeah, it's 5, bro. I swear to God. So I'm really happy he's coming back. Cause we shouldn't have let him go in the first place. He should have brought him into the sunset as a Falcon. I don't know what Arthur Blank and Terry were doing trying to go get Deshaun Watson, okay? We hate watching the Panthers. Ooh, the game did start. Do we do that? Hold on. Let me pull it up. But we not gonna tune into the game just yet, okay? I will say that because I did have plans on like watching some of the games, but like not just, you know what I'm saying, sitting up here just playing it because I'm gonna get copyrighted. But look, check this out. First or second thing we're gonna talk about. Let me go back to my notes real quick. We're gonna pull it up. So the second thing I want to talk about was the game last night. And I understand people are like so eager for a quarterback, y'all. Like, I get it. I 100% get it. But like, at some point, this gotta stop. So look, this is what I'm talking about. So Kelly Price, maybe I follow her. I don't follow her. I thought I did. But look, she did a whole thing about Malik Willis, you know, being an Atlanta native, I think. And possibly joining the Falcons back in 2022, right? Then she tweeted this: couldn't help thinking about this watching the Packers game last night. And if you didn't watch the Packers game last night, Malik Willis had like 3 touchdowns, nearly 300 yards. And then he said Titans made Malik Willis the 86th overall pick back in 2022 NFL draft. Them old head Falcons fans be putting me on the Rich McKay. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know who he was, cuz. And then it said we drafted Desmond with 10 picks earlier, something like that, or 12 picks earlier at 74. And I'm like, I roll the dice on Travis Park, go to Malik Willis. I'm not cool on either one of them, honestly. But like, people up here saying we need to be all in for Malik Willis because of what he did last night. And I said this, I think, like late last night. You got to dig a little deeper sometimes, right? And I don't mean to sound like young boy when I say that, but like, people look at that on Facebook, I'm like, oh my God, he could be a really good quarterback. Sure, maybe. You see the potential, but like, y'all don't understand, like, he was doing this against a bad defense. He was doing this against a bad pass rush. Like, if we go to NFL Pro, hopefully I'm logged in. I don't know if it logs me out or not. But if you go to, next gen stats, you go to team defense, and you do it from the top to bottom, you see Houston's right there. Look at where the Ravens are. The Ravens are 27th. They're 27th in defense. And then, don't look at their pass rush, y'all. Their pass rush, oh Lord, it's terrible. 29th. Okay, we used to be down. Oh my God, look at the Panthers, y'all. There's no way to make the playoffs. But they are 29th in pressure percentage. I don't even know like the sack numbers. Okay. But he's doing it against the bad defense, okay? And you're probably going to look to last year, oh my God, he did this against a good Titans team, right? Where they won like 30-14 because, the Titans, they were number 2 defense, right? I give him credit for dropping 30, but I'm not going to give him credit for, hold on. We just going to look at the team real quick. The 2024 Titans, they went 3-12, number 1 pick, right? When they played the Packers, y'all, they lost, 30-14, like I said? I don't even see the game. That's 2025 schedule. Here we go. They lost early in the season, 30-14, right? So if we go to this game and we just go to the stats, okay? I understand not being a stat head or whatever, but Malik Willis had 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and a fumble loss, right? What am I supposed to do with that? He's supposed to drop 30 if he's given 3 turnovers. Okay, the most passes that he's ever thrown in a career was 21 pass attempts, and that was last night. He's thrown 20 pass attempts, 2 or 3 years ago? And he's never come close to that ever since. He's been always around 15 to 19, okay? That's not necessarily, oh my God, we need to win with that. Okay, let me go look at the play-by-play, because if we look at all the drives, y'all, if we go to the Packers drives after those turnovers, we're going to see some of those drives started fairly in good position, okay? I really don't know how this part works, but where are all the first downs? Let me just go all the first downs, because if we look at all the first downs, then we're gonna see oh my God, it was really worse than I thought. But basically what I'm saying is, wasn't doing all of that, okay? And yes, it looks like he did a lot because they dropped 30. He was really efficient. Cool, he's an efficient quarterback against a bad team. I like that. But we play the 2 toughest divisions in football next year. The northern divisions, okay? And I'm not finna sit up here and we haven't gotten the best schedule look, especially this year, right? I'm not finna sit up here and say we need to see 4 and 5 games straight of that, okay? Because then a few weeks later, he played the Colts, okay? Because I think Jordan Love came back in this game, I think, and then he got hurt and he had to come. No, this is the Titans. My fault. I need to go back to the Packers. They played the Colts 2 weeks or very next game after that, okay? And they were 16-10. They won the game, but you were in a dogfight with Anthony freaking Richardson, bro. Anthony Richardson, okay? I'm not going for that, okay? Who would have imagined the Panthers would be battling for the first individual? I wouldn't have imagined it. I thought they were never that good of a team. I'm not surprised they're 8-7, but we only have 6 wins. That's the thing, though. They are peaking basically, and they have 8 wins. We're underperforming. We have 6 wins, and we're only 2 games removed from them. So imagine if we're performing to our level, right? It wouldn't even be close, right? Call Des and bring him back. I would really want us to do that. I'm all for it, because Desmond, he'll give you some terrible throws, some bonehead decisions. He'll give you some Will Levis plays, but then he'll also give you some, oh my God, what a throw by Desmond. And I'll take that. I'll take that over Malik Willis. I'll take that over Trey Lance. I'll take it over anybody. Because at least I know what I'm going to get, right? I don't know what I'm going to get from those 2 quarterbacks because I haven't seen them before. But look at this, y'all. In a dogfight with Anthony Richardson, okay, who also gave you 3 turnovers and you can only muster up 16 points. I didn't even mention in the what was that other game when they played the Titans? They were 5 for 14 on 3rd down, 1 and 3 in the red zone, okay? Not really a good offense if you want to look at it holistically, right? Josh Jacobs had a crazy game, okay? 12 for 14 is cool, but he really wasn't passing the ball, okay? I would really want to see what his A-dot was, because if he wasn't passing the ball down the field, then I don't know why we're doing this about Mr. Malik Willis. I hope it's probably not gonna show it, but come on, man. Yes, they don't know about 4th quarter Dez. Getting rid of Dez was so stupid. He would have been a very good quarterback I won't say very good. He would have been a very good backup quarterback to have because my initial thought was after we drafted Desmond and we had that bad season and then when he was bad in 2023, I was thinking initially when we brought in Kirk, we were gonna keep Dez and have him develop. That's what I was thinking. But they were like, nah, we saw Mike. We finna go get Mike. I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah. But look at this. They won 16-10. His 8 out was 5.6. He better complete 85% of his passes, y'all. Come on, bro. I'm not saying Malik Willis is trash, but come on, y'all. Let's pump the brakes just a little bit on him. Okay. Oh God, bro, that fourth quarter Dez, especially against the Packers, y'all. Oh man, let me go to the next thing though. That was crazy. Fourth quarter Dez was crazy, man. Let me go ahead and get this link too, because now we gotta talk about this. And that's gonna lead me into my next thing, which kind of just baffles me, okay? Because now I look at it in 2020 hindsight. I defended Dez till he played back because there was nothing on that 2020 roster to help Dez develop. I mean, we had Drake, we had Bijan, Tyler, we had the same core. We did. It's just he was slowing out. I will say that much. He was just slowing out. So, yeah. But this is the next thing I want to talk about, y'all. This is Brian Flores. Okay. And Garrett, he said Brian Flores got fired in Miami because he kept winning games while they were trying to tank and didn't believe in Tua and voices concerns in the front office, which they disagreed with. I'm a believer in both his coaching and leadership capabilities and would love to see him as a Falcons head coach or the Falcons next head coach, okay? I would say, hey, because if you think about it, y'all, and I made a tweet about this too, that if you look at what they do in Minnesota, the base defense and how they operate, we do a lot of the same things, okay? We're very blitz heavy. We're a 3-4 team. We're very multiple. We line our guys up in different spots, okay? And we just harass the quarterback, okay? Now, he's a better play caller at doing it because, he was under Bill Belichick and he has more experience doing it than Jeff Ulbrich does, obviously. But, I will say the coverage structure is a little bit different because he does quarters pressures. We do more, single high pressures, if that makes sense. So, like, if we're blitzing the quarterback, we're going to do more cover 3, cover 1, all of that. They do more quarter, half, quarters, palms, all of that. They do more of that. Okay, but if Brian Flores comes here and he keeps everybody accountable, and I hope Matt Ryan has some say in this, bring him here, okay? Because then we could keep Ulbrich probably, because he'll probably see what Ulbrich is doing. I'm like, okay, let's keep him. Maybe he wants his own guy, maybe he doesn't. But keep Ulbrich, keep Flores, let Ulbrich keep calling the plays on defense. Just have Flores implement some of his stuff that he does with his guys over there in Minnesota, and we'll be fine as long as we get an experienced coordinator, okay? And that could look like Brian Daboll, that could look like Mike McCarthy, that could be who else? If anybody gets fired that has some experience calling plays, that could be Mike McDaniel, possibly Zach Taylor, okay? We're just on the lookout for guys that are getting fired. I'm like, oh, they can call plays. Let's go get them, right? We could do something like that, okay? So, yeah. Team needs discipline at head coach, not buddy position coach mentality Raheem got. And that's going to lead me to my next thing because, y'all, I do not know. I don't know what made me look at this the other day, but when I saw this, I was like, what did we hire Raheem Morris for? And you know how normally you hire a coach, right? They were really, really good at what they did, okay? Y'all, this is the 2021 Rams defense, or 2020 Rams, rather. The Super Bowl winning Rams. 7th in offense, 15th in defense. Who was the defensive coordinator? DeJono. However you say that man's name, okay? He was the head. He was the guy leading the defense. Look at the defensive stuff, okay? They're 7th in points per drive. Cool. They're 19th in points per drive or yards per drive, okay? My ad blocker is on. It's going to stay on, okay? Cool. But, look at this. They were never really good at anything, okay? They didn't give up a lot of touchdowns. They had a lot of interceptions. Cool. They didn't give up a lot of yards, but if you look at the scoring defense, y'all, they were middle of the pack. And if we pretty much go look at all their defensive metrics, I can't pull it up right now. Can't pull up too many tabs or it'll start lagging. But they were just very much average. They were good in some places, but they were average in, a lot of places because, for one, they had that crazy offense. They were just doing a lot, okay? So, only bad game they just had was the Jags, Lions, and Washington. The Saints game was pretty bad. The last Saints game, because that last Saints game was pretty bad. That last Panthers game was pretty bad. What else? What other games did he have? I think after that he was just, he was on the bench. But yeah, this defense really wasn't crazy, bro. Because then you get to looking at, how they lost games. Okay, 28-31. Okay, 37 to the Cardinals. You could see the flashes where you're losing to teams you shouldn't lose to. Okay, granted, the early season Cardinals are always good, but 37 points, man, really? Then you get 36 put on you by the Packers. Okay, that's respectable. You get swept by the 49ers, I think. Yeah, you get swept by the 49ers. You come back and you beat them in the playoffs. Cool. But it's I just don't get what's going on right here. And then, hold on, let me refresh the page real quick. Y'all go to the next few seasons. The defense got worse. 21st, and matter of fact, I will give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, let's look at the guys that he had on defense. Okay, he had some crazy guys. Okay, defense and fumbles. Okay, let's look at it from right here. Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd. Okay, Taylor Rapp, Jordan Fuller when he was decent, Jalen Ramsey. Okay, Ashawn Robinson, Greg Gaines, Von Miller, Ernest Jones. Why do you have the 15th ranked defense, man? And then when some of these guys leave, the defense gets even worse. Down year, guys get hurt, cool. But then you get to the next year, you're still below average. Why do we end up hiring this coach? Why? He wasn't good at what he did. He was above average at best, y'all. Man, bro. I just don't get it. I don't know why that made me so mad, but I don't know why we went after him. And he was the only guy that would really want that job, bro. But because Blank was familiar with him and them last 9 games in 2020 sold him, I still wouldn't have brought him back, bro. I really wouldn't have. I really would not have. I forgot this music was going. Oh my God, dog. It makes no sense to me. And it really makes me mad every time I think about it. But anyways, let's get to the next thing. And this probably be the last thing before we get into the games, right? So the other day, or yesterday rather, 2 days actually, it's gonna be 2 days, I made this poll. I was like, if you had a choice, would you go, or if you had a choice, how would you go about fixing the Falcons offense? Assuming we get a new coordinator and our depth gets fixed. Everybody said they wanted option A, which was bringing a wide receiver, compliment Drake, whether he moves back to X or stays at Z. Okay, and maybe people just don't like option B, and that's completely fine, right? Harbaugh, Ben Johnson, McDonald, and Vrabel. Yeah, we passed on all of those guys, man. I don't get it. This was all McKay and Blank. They went with familiarity and experience in Raheem, hoping that he learned something since his last head coach job. Nope, he didn't learn anything. Apparently not. And that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So a lot of people wanted to go with option A here to bring in another receiver over a third playable tight end. And then I get to the comments, y'all. Bro, where's this one comment? What is this, y'all? A third playable tight end makes sense to me simply because Pitts isn't that reliable. I consider Charlie Warner the starter. You consider Charlie Warner the starter, bro? Gang. I don't even, you know what? We gonna play a sound for him, y'all. We gonna play a sound for him right there, because ain't no way you would think that he's the starter. No. But then we get into what he said, y'all. He said it's more likely we keep Darnell than Pitts. No, it's not. We're gonna stay with the homegrown over Darnell Mooney. Trust me. In my opinion, in that scenario, I'll stick with the answer. We really need both, and just say we need both. Don't dog Pitts, and then say, oh well, we still need him though. And then he says the second best tight end statistically isn't reliable. Okay, like, come on, man. I don't get what people say. And then I just don't know, man. That was terrible to me. So it's like, y'all, we just gotta lock in at this point. So that's all I really want to talk about. But I will say I will have more stuff coming out on this because I want to see where y'all were going with this. So until we get like more off-season moves, this is how I'm gonna base some of my videos because that's what y'all wanted to see. So more wide receiver help, whether that be Drake at X or Drake at Z. And for what it's worth, y'all, we're about to go to Twitter to watch these games because YouTube is gonna destroy me. Okay, so follow me on Twitter, y'all, because I will be taking the stream of YouTube or Twitter so I don't get sniped by the YouTube god.